Hey guys, and welcome to another Deviant Army Twitch tutorial. In today's episode we're going to be going into greater length about Twitch chatbots and the features that come with them, from song request to commands and everything in between. Chatbots are a really useful tool for your Twitch channel. They can allow you to manage your socials as well as promote any merch or artwork that you may have. They can help you to prompt commands automatically, remind people about giveaways, do song requests, and many, many more. Now, most chatbots are pretty similar in the way that they're set up, although some do have different features. The main two on the market at the minute that really are used quite a lot are Stream Elements and Streamlabs. Today I'm going to be showing you through Streamlabs purely and simply because that's the one that I use the most, and it really is very easy to set up, and the command prompt that you need to set up your commands for certain things are fairly easy to do. We're going to go through everything and we're going to go through each section. Obviously in the last video up there I have already taken you through currency and how that works, so I'll give you a quick and brief overview with that, but otherwise we're going to be deep diving into everything else. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so first of all, we're going to go through how you actually log in and the different features that you can log into using the chatbot. So with Streamlabs, you've got your Twitch bot here. You can name it whatever you like. You do have to make a Twitch account for this to work, but it can just be a secondary account. You make sure that you have the streamer channel that you want it to be in. This is really cool because it means that you can switch which channels you want it to be in. So if you've got one bot for everyone, you can have it log into other people's channel, which is kind of awesome. You've got your oath token here, which you need to generate by logging into your Twitch chat through the bot application, and then you just connect it and disconnect it at will. It is worth noting that you can have it log in automatically, but you will have to generate an oath token every 30 days if you do decide to do that. Same with the Twitch streamer and the Streamlabs extension itself. These are really the only three that I use here, although you can log it into your Discord if you so desire. You've also got extra life here if you do charity streams, the cloud if you want to back up your data, an OBS remote, and the streaming service as well if you wish to change which platform you are on. Again, I only use TwitchBot, Twitch Streamer, and Streamlabs. And that's really all there is to know about logging in. Next, we will go through the console page. So this is the first and main page that it generally logs you into. As you can see here, it has got the Twitch chat. It highlights the private channels or DMs that you may or may not be getting. On the right hand side over here, you have your viewer list. It shows you who is in your channel currently. It separates them by moderator, VIP, and then viewers. It is worth noting here that for your moderators to do most of the editorial commands, you will have to first make them an editor on your channel. And the way that you do that is simply hover over their name, right click, and then you hit editor and add if you want to make your moderators able to edit commands and doing other such things like adding currency. It really is that simple on this page. Very quick and easy to understand. It gives you a quick overview of everything that's going on in your channel. It's very useful if you don't have the docs on OBS, or if you want something a bit larger to be able to read chat, to use this on a second or third monitor and just have it on this page, and you'll be able to see everything you need to. You can even chat from this page as well. Next, you have your dashboard. Now this is very useful if you don't want to have multiple browsers open. You can do everything from your Twitch dashboard on the bot itself. So you can change the title, you can change the game, you can even do automated hosting, and what that basically means is that the bot will, as long as your PC is on, select random channels to host from a list, and you can even set how long that the host lasts for. Personally, I do not use this. I just let Twitch auto hosting do its thing after the person I've raided has finished, because it means I don't need my PC to be on, and I feel it's fairer to just let whoever I'm auto hosting get the host throughout the entirety of their stream. But it is nice to have the option there. Next, we have the subscriber list. Now this is very, very useful if you want to find somebody in your subscriber list to get their name for something, or just if you want to keep a count on your subs. At the bottom here, you'll notice it says your sub count, the amount of sub points you have, which tier and how many people are sub to. You can then sort this by name, by tier, and when they last subscribed, which is very useful to know to see when your anniversary dates are coming up. And it's just a nice little tool to see what's going on with your channel. Again, this is on the Twitch channel, but if you have it on the bot, then it can save a lot of time. Next, and possibly the most important part of a Twitch chatbot, is the commands. These are all the commands I've got on my channel. As you can see, there's a lot of them. So it's nice having a way that you can organize, add commands very quickly and easily, and remove them or stop them from working. As you can see down on the right hand side, each of them I have a box with either a tick or not. If you don't want the command to be used anymore, you can simply remove the tick on the right hand side. Adding a command is very easy. You just click on the add button up here. You then type in whatever the command you want. Let's do this for shits and giggles. We'll make a command and see how many people have actually watched my video all the way through, because if you have, you'll proc the command in tomorrow's stream. I'm smart, you see. I think that's a fair response. So basically, if you've watched this video tomorrow, you'll type this command in stream and this response will come up. Then all you do is you can go for a cost if you want to make it cost your channel currency. You can have the usage set to here, so you can make it send to a whisper. You can make it send to both whisper and in chat. If you've connected it with your Discord, you can send it to Discord, chat, whisper, or both. You can send it to chat both, whisper both, or all. I've got it set to stream chat. You can have it as enabled or not. So on top of having it on the tick on the right hand side, you can actually enable it or disable it from this menu as well. And the group, it's only got general here, but I think you can actually add more. Your permissions just means who is able to actually proc the command, so you can limit it if you so desire. You can type any info in here if you do limit it. You've got your cooldowns and your user cooldown. Basically, cooldown means that that's how long everybody in the channel has it. And if you want an individual user cooldown, you can have that as well. You can then add a sound file here if you want to. And then you just simply submit, and that's the command made. It is that simple. If you want to edit a command and edit it quickly, it does have a search feature. You just type in what it is, hit enter, and if there's one that comes up, it will. Generally, I use this a lot in the morning for when I'm doing my tweets. As you can see, I've got 2 retweet commands here. It is worth noting that if you do have a command that has a lot of aliases on other channel, to have those other aliases as well, because it means that you're going to spend less time explaining what the actual command is. People will go for what they know from other channels and from Twitch in general, i.e. some people will just go for retweet automatically, even though the original command was tweet. So it just saves you a lot of time, and it means that the command is going to be procced regardless of what they type. And that really is it for commands that you manually type. Next, we have timers. What this means is it's a timed advertisement or a timed command in your channel that will proc after a certain amount of time. It is exactly the same as making a normal command. It's just that this one will automatically show up in your chat after a certain amount of time. However, on this option, you can go to settings and you can set the interval of how long or how many chat lines it takes before the command is procced. And then what it will do is it will automatically go down in order from the top all the way to the bottom, proccing each of your active commands in chat. The next option in this chatbot is quotes. Now, I don't actually have quotes switched on. I found that it didn't actually get used that often. I know a lot of channels that do have a lot of quotes, and what it basically means is if a streamer says something or somebody types something in stream, they can then quote it and it will be stored in the chatbot, and then they can proc either a random command for the quote or a specific quote itself and have that come up in chat. Like I said, for me, I didn't actually find it that useful. I didn't find many people quoting things I said, but I know that other streamers' channels do have quotes and they are quite loved. Try it out. It's there as an option if you so desire. Very easy to add if you switch them on. And then add the text here and manually do it for yourself. You can then go into settings and show everything here, so you can have it so that moderators or everybody can do it. The bot response here, so it will show what quote that they say, date format, the cooldown, and any other info there as well. Extra quotes is basically just the same as quotes. It's just either extra special ones or things that you really want to be a part of the stream. Again, I've got these switched off. Giveaways is something that I covered in my last video. However, just to touch on it really quickly, you put the command that you want the giveaway to be, you select what you want the prize to be, you type it in here, and that way it will come up when you open the giveaway. The join position, if you want to use a timer, the max amount of tickets, and the amount of ticket cost. If you click the ticket cost off, it will make the ticket cost free, but only one ticket allowed per person. If you go into settings, you can then set it so that it's either must be a follow to win, notify the winner in chat that they win, and remove a user who already won from the giveaway. What that basically means is if you choose somebody that's won and they don't claim it and you re-roll it, they can't be chosen again. I would very highly recommend doing this because it can stop a lot of spam in the chat and going through the same winners again and again. Here you've got your subscriber look and your regular look. This is a nice little perk to give to subscribers if you don't want to limit it to just subscriber only giveaways. You can have it where everybody can enter, but subs get a little bit of a perk which just helps them feel valued in the chat, as well as rewarding them for their support. Then you've got your individual or group messages to say that they have entered. Again, if you go for individual, you will find that if you get a very busy chat, the bot can kind of struggle to keep up and it queues the commands up, and then you will need to do something and it won't work. Group commands will take a group of say 4 or 5 people that have entered and then post in the chat that they've all entered into the giveaway. I generally go with individual. I prefer individual, but it's really down to user choice. Song request is a thing that you can have on in your channel. Again, personally, I don't actually use this. I tend to use Pretzel Rocks. But if you want to give some interaction with the channel, you can set up song request. You basically link it with YouTube. You can set all of your prerequisites and limitations here. You can make it so that you can limit the max duration to save somebody choosing an hour-long mix, say, and you can choose a maximum of 30 in the queue at any one time. You've got your mode here. Generally, you want the beta.dc API, because what that basically means is they can do !SR or !song request. It also means that they can go with the name of the song or the link if they so desire, and it will work with both. You can then choose whether it shows the video or not. Again, if you have this bot on a second screen and you want to watch the video of the song that is playing, you can do that. You can then choose the quality of the song itself. I generally go with medium if I do use song request because it gives a good quality of sound, but it doesn't take up too much bandwidth, which can stop your stream from running as well as probably it could. You can limit to the music category. Although what I have found in other Twitch channels is if you have this option switched on, a lot of music that might not be classed as music won't actually be played and can cause a lot of frustration in the chat, although it can cut down on trolling quite a lot. You can limit to songs with more likes than dislikes, another troll prevention, and limit requests to current playlist. I really wouldn't switch that on, although if you've got a large playlist, it could work out in your favor as well. And down here, what you can do is you can limit the amount of songs that people can choose by adding a cost of currency, so that you don't get people that have never been in the channel before just randomly selecting songs for whatever reason and choosing troll songs if you don't have these switched on. Then you've got these, which is the requests per person. So even though there's a max of 30 in the queue up here, you can make it so that viewer max is 5, regular max is whatever you would like the regular max to be, the sub max you can give the subs a bonus, and the moderator max as well. So it just, again, gives some freedom to your viewers to select more songs the more that they support the channel. This section of the chatbot is where you can add sound bites, where you can cause sounds to be procced by commands in your channel. I've only got the 2 and they don't really get used that much. I don't really use them that often. but it's a fun little feature if you wanted to add it to your channel anyway. The queue feature, which again I did mention in a previous video, so we will lightly gloss over it. You basically can make a queue for anything you want. Most people will make a queue for the games so that streamers can find people that want to play much easier. You simply make the title, make the command, you give the permission, you add any info if you want to. You can make it cost souls or currency to enter. Then you can have the max queue size as well. Personally, I use this queue system as a glyph handout system. Basically, it costs 18,000 souls for a glyph, and people will go through and they will purchase a glyph for the platform that they want. You can go into settings here and display entry messages, display pick users when you decide to do it for a game or whatever, and display if somebody decides to leave the queue as well. Next we have counters. Counters can be used for pretty much anything. It's quite funny if you use them for Dark Souls, say, as a common one, where the amount of deaths get added. You basically make the command here, add the message template and the starting amount if you want to add in an amount that you're starting from. Underneath you can change the font size. You can then have the font type and the font style. You can give it a background color if you so desire and a text color. So you can change it however you want to so that it comes up with how many deaths there are or whatever you are counting. Currency, we went really deep into the currency last time, so I'm not really going to go into it too much today. Basically, you can add your currency in the Twitch chat and you can use the currency for a number of things, either for entering giveaways, joining a queue, or entering into mini games. And you simply edit everything you want to in this channel here. This is the user screen, and it enables you to go into each person's account essentially on your chatbot, and you can change and edit things as you like. You can search for a user in the bottom left hand corner just by simply typing in a word, hit return, and everybody with that name or word in the username will come up here. And then what you can do is you can go through and you can edit each user as you so desire. So you can add some raids, you can add some souls, you can add quotes, you can allow them or disallow them from doing each thing. And it just really gives you a lot of control over each user. So if you're having a troublesome user, or if you're having a user that is causing you problems, you can do it all from there. Here we have the mini games. Again, I did touch on this quite a lot in the last video. But this is basically where you can set up which mini games you want in chat to really help the user engagement. You can edit each one from the settings on the right hand side, and you can change everything from the viewer chance to the viewer payout as well. Very far right hand side, you can change the viewer message as well. Here is the polling screen, and on this channel what you can do is you can start a vote. And you can use this to get some viewer interaction, and you can use it to decide what you want to do in a game if there's an option, or you can use it to decide maybe what game you play next. You basically type what you want to vote on in here, in this box up here. You will add an option. You can allow multi-voting as well if you so desire. Vote permission so you can see who is actually voting. Use a timer and then just start it, and that will start the vote. After you have finished it, you can then reset it and start again. If you want to save the vote for next time, you simply go to save preset. And if you want to load a preset you've got, you simply hit load preset and select the preset that you want. And that will save you having to rewrite each of the votes each time. Here we have the betting screen. Pretty much exactly the same as the polling screen. It's only this time you can have a payout. And again, you can save the preset or load the preset if you are doing something that is quite regular. Here we have the event screen. Now this is quite a fun feature. As you can see, I've only got the one event so far, and you can basically make it so that whenever somebody joins a channel or whenever somebody speaks in a channel, that the bot will come out with a response. You can even do it where it comes out with a sound response as well. This one here, as you see, PostLogic, who's one of my viewers, told me a very funny story about a shoe once, and as a result, every time he comes in channel, the bot literally tells him where's his shoe, which is quite funny. Gets a giggle every time, never gets old. You simply add a command using the add command in the top right hand corner. and then you can edit it or delete a command if you so desire. This is the mod tools. This is where if you want your Streamlabs chatbot to be a moderator, you can. You can set this so that it has caps protection, symbol protection, link protection, and word protection. I personally have it all switched off because I find that an automated system doesn't work that well, and you will find that you end up really annoying your viewers because they will type something or they will try and do something and it will essentially purge or ban them, and that's not what you want. I've found it with a lot of streamers that I raid where they've got the caps protection and the symbol protection on. Symbol protection basically means emotes, and it will start purging people that are trying to raid and banning people that are trying to raid, and it really does stop the feel of a good raid coming through. So personally I have it switched off. However, if you are being trolled or you have been susceptible to trolls before, having it switched on could really save you some hassle, especially if you don't have a lot of moderators available. Notifications. This is really good if you're streaming from a console and you don't have a PC to hand. You just have your laptop or whatever with your bot signed in. You can make it so that you can see when somebody follows by announcing it in chat. I personally have it switched off because I have a lot of alerts going on as it is on screen, and I can see everything happening in my activity feed. But you can have it so that it notifies when somebody follows, when somebody hosts, when somebody subscribes, when somebody gift subscribes, when somebody cheers, and where somebody donates, which is really, really kind of cool. It's nice that it's got this feature, but again, once you start developing as a streamer, you'll find that you'll probably use this less and less. This is the Discord option. As said, I don't use this because I don't have the bot in Discord itself. But you can basically have it where it announces when you go live. You can have it announce timers in Discord and have other cool interactions as well. Personally, I use MeBot for that, but it is nice that you've got it all in one if you so desire and don't really want to mess around with too many bots in your Discord. The last one is scripts. I'm not going to lie to you here. I have no idea about scripts. I'm not a coder. I don't want to add any scripts. The scripts that I've got are ones that are already predetermined and you can find on Google. So full disclaimer, no idea about scripts. Don't really want to touch it. Unless you know what you're doing, I would advise against touching it as well. So there you have it, guys. That is my quick rundown on the chatbot. Please do note that although this is a very simple rundown of Streamlabs, most chatbots have very similar or the same features. It is worthwhile taking a deep dive into your chatbot's features and cool things that you can do to really help your streaming out, engage the community, and see what cool things you can come up with. I hope you found this video very helpful, guys, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.